Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, teachers, students, parents, good afternoon. When I learned of providing some advice as to what stream you might want to choose, I smiled actually, because I started wanting to be a mechanical engineer and ended up being a chartered accountant. So that is always an interesting. And my path actually to being an accountant, though laid in secondary school, was driven more by economic realities rather than my own choice. So sometimes these things happen. So I would have started university 3 times. Started as an economist and had to drop out. Because, it's daytime courses and who's going to fund that? Started as a computer scientist, drop out. And ultimately, I went into the accounting stream, and there is where I completed my first degree in accounting. And then I pursued the ACCA, and you would know that makes you a chartered accountant, and then a master's in business administration. But why am I saying all of this? The world needs accountants. Everybody needs, just like how you need a doctor if you get sick. The people who are in business, even in your own life, to some extent, you practice being an accountant. But it is very important. And what is the stream that you can follow? Chartered accountants and economists, they are extremely, some instance, powerful people in organizations, in business organizations, and very influential people in the field of business. So what are some of the streams that you can follow as a chartered accountant? You can start your own business, which is very important. Because what has been happening in our environment, especially in the Caribbean, we have been teaching our children to be employees rather than employers. And that mindset has to change, and perhaps you are the set of people who will change that in our society. So, if you choose an accountant, being a chartered accountant, you can be a practicing accountant, meaning that you can provide services to businesses, auditing their books. Out of accountant, you can become an auditor. You can be a tax practitioner. You can be a CFO, a Chief Finance Officer. And these positions in companies are very critical. You must have the auditor, because the auditor reviews and say that whether you have been following the accounting regulation as established. You have the CFO, he needs to tell you that we have X amount of revenue, and this is how we're going to spend it and ensure it's spent consistently with organization goals and budgets and standards and strategies. But the role of the practicing accountant, he or she has that role of advising how you start a business, how you prepare your accounts. Because when you go to the banker wants to see a set of financials, which include a balance sheet, an income statement, and projections. So you have these fields that you can choose out as an accountant.